The book trash. Okay, like I'm honestly tempted to just say the book trash in the video, but I'm trying. I don't know where to begin. Okay, let's just start off with the fucking title. No, no, Mandy, you're not Starfire, and it's not because you don't have the ability to be. It's simply because you refuse to be, and that's nobody's fault but your fucking own. You literally try at nothing. You try at nothing. You don't want to be a superhero. You hate superheroes. You don't want to go to school. You hate school. You don't want to go to college. And by the way, that's the one thing, right? That's the one thing that I actually agreed with her on, as far as like being, you know, I'm different. I'm not like everybody else, right? Like the one thing that they got right in here, yet like, yeah, college is a scam. It's a scam. But good God, like, I didn't want to go to college, but I still took the stupid SATs. Now you arguing with your mom, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna take this test. You can't just run away." And she's like, "Watch me, watch me." Like, you lucky this is one of those, like, watch me. As if now there is no factor of physical superiority that they could exert over me to get me to stay on their program and in line with literally the law. For any human to tell Starfire that you can't stop me from doing something is a load of fucking garbage. Not only does she hate the Titans, she hates them for nothing. The 3 rules in the house, if I remember correctly, are to not talk about her appearance, which is dumb. Okay, fine. You want to be fat? Sure. Don't talk about your appearance. Don't talk about your biological father, although I think I know who it is. Nick, we all think we know who it is, okay? And that's the thing. Y'all don't want to release that information, because if we find out that it is him, then you are officially a canonical replacement for Mari Grayson, somebody that we always wanted to be canon. You understand? I don't remember the 3rd rule in the house. Like, honestly, the fact that they are trying to pass this off as her father is unimportant, right? Like they did that in the Spider-Woman comic with Jessica Drew. She went and had a baby and just, oh, I just wanted a baby, right? That's not what Starfire did, I'm sure. Why is it okay for literally half of who she is to be excluded? Like, it just doesn't matter. Like, we don't talk about him, although I think I know who it is. Like, why is that enough for you? And then you're wondering, right? And this will be a real life scenario, right? Because people will sit there and wonder why this girl, I'm sorry, and you wondering why you're a teenager that hates everything, because you don't even know who you are. Let us find out that Dick Grayson is your father, okay? That means that, human or not, your ass need to be going through Bat family training, okay? You don't want that Dick Grayson life, okay? My man's was out here about to eat rats. If fucking Alfred was not giving him McDonald's on the side, he was supposed to be out here eating rats, survival training and shit. You being, oh, I'm human, so I'm nothing, cause my mother's so great and I'm nothing. That all goes out the window, okay? That all goes out the window if Nightwing is your father, because that means that you need to be out here doing that survival training shit. We don't give a fuck if you a girl. We don't give a fuck if you fat. We don't give a fuck if you don't got no powers. It's Bat family training time for your ass if you Dick's son. I'm sorry, if you Dick's daughter. Square business. So that doesn't make sense. The whole, I don't have, yeah, that's bullshit. And if you're one of those people asking why I would even speculate who the father is, trust me, the comic does that on its own at least 3 times through the freaking use of side characters. Not to mention, every time the Titans are in her presence, Nightwing is the only one that goes out of his way to verbally interact with her. Oh, and small spoiler, but at the very end of the book, when Mandy gets into her costume for the very first time and everybody else is in the room waiting around for the big reveal, Nightwing is the only one biting his nails nervously, as if he's wondering what people will think of her costume. Something like that is weird unless you actually are that kid's father, especially given the fact that Starfire didn't care And Mandy didn't care either. Clearly, this is a nod at the possibility that Nightwing knows she has self-esteem issues and that it could drastically or minorly fuck up her mental health if they do not receive her costume well. Hints like this are never dropped for no reason, especially since, like I just previously said, even in universe, Nightwing is the #1 suspect. Her relationship with the girl that she was with, and I'm trying to be as reasonable as possible with all of this because it really just did not make sense. Why is it that the girl that you're in love with can't like superheroes? She stopped talking to the girl that she was in love with, the girl that when she's around she goes crazy. You know what I'm saying? That girl stays put together whether you in a room or not. You're the one who goes goo goo gaga over her. And what she did to break your heart, break your trust, and make you not want to hang out with her, treat her like trash when she says hi. She's like, I said hi to you. And Mandy's like, and? You know what she did to make Mandy treat her that nasty? She took a selfie with the Titans. You can hate superheroes. That's your business. Why do your girl gotta hate superheroes? Make that make sense. In what way is it disrespect for her to like superheroes and take a selfie with them? She even told you, hey, this is not that big a deal. You kind of blowing this out of proportion. And then later they try to cover it up to make the girl, and you can tell that this is just bad writing, right? They didn't know how this was gonna work. They had to write it afterwards, right? The love interest said, hey, the reason that it happened is because one of my asshole friends, whom Mandy does not, she already don't like that motherfucker. One of her asshole friends dared her to take a selfie with the Titans while she was out at Mandy's house. What kind of dare is that? What? Not only that, but clearly, wherever Claire is, she takes pictures. They have little segments where Mandy is scrolling through Claire's feed and she's like, oh, she's always smiling. She's, you know what I mean? Everywhere she is, she in a group picture smiling. Was it really that ununiform? Was it out of character for... Somebody help me understand what the fuck Mandy's girlfriend did wrong, okay? Because I don't think she did shit wrong. It's her own business if she want to take a picture with with fucking Titans. Like, get over yourself. So Blackfire shows up and she's like, oh, you know I'm fighting her, right? And Starfire like, you ain't got a fighter, sis. You ain't got a fighter. Blackfire's like, oh, I'm a fighter. I'm fighting her. Starfire like, but she don't want your throne. I'm fighting her. But she don't have no powers. I'm fighting this bitch. She a kid. We literally don't want shit to do with you or your throne. Guess what? Anyway, Starfire surrenders herself. She's like, okay, if you go kill my daughter, at least trap me in the box that you know, in the little ship too, so that I can explain to her what she just got herself into. She like, all right, sis, whatever. They get trapped in the box. She explains Tamaran to her. Apparently, Blackfire got her powers late in the game too. I'm not quite sure if this is a retcon or if this always was the thing. I'm not sure. Either way, it's not a bad retcon. They're supposedly traveling to the place where they're gonna, do this battle. So instead of landing on Tamaran, these motherfuckers land on the football field at Mandy's school. Okay, so they do battle so that Mandy's high school, like literally the audience is Mandy's high school for this battle. Starfire strikes first. I don't know why she's weak. I don't know what happened, but she lost the fight. And Mandy believes that she's dead. So because Mandy believes that she's dead, her powers activate. She flies towards Blackfire. She shoots starbolts at her. So this makes Mandy stronger than Blackfire.